Welcome to Perspectives with Wenchi Yu, where we discuss Trump 2.0's policies and politics and their implications for Asia, China, Taiwan, and beyond. During the annual Computex Expo in Taipei this past May, Taiwan-born Jensen Huang, founder and CEO of NVIDIA, announced plans to establish the company's global headquarters in Taipei and significantly increase investments in Taiwan by partnering with industry leaders like TSMC and Foxconn. This move underscores Taiwan's rapid emergence as a vital hub for AI innovation, fueled by its world-leading semiconductor industry, the fast-growing demand for AI technology, a highly skilled workforce, and robust government support. The island's comprehensive semiconductor manufacturing ecosystem positions it as a critical player in global AI development. Beyond its hardware dominance, Taiwan is seeing substantial opportunities for new startups in AI software and application development. To gain insights into the dynamic semiconductor industry, especially with startups in Taiwan, we're joined by Jett Chen, founder of SemiVision, a Taiwan-based semiconductor market research consultancy. Jett is an expert in semiconductor packaging, materials, and equipment, with a family business specializing in packaging materials. Let's hear his perspective on the more technical aspects of semiconductor manufacturing and the new opportunities arising from recent AI advancements. Welcome, Jett. Thank you so much for joining us. Semiconductors and Taiwan are one of the hottest topics. It's not very easy for us to find people who are actually working in the semiconductors industry from Taiwan. Maybe you can introduce yourself. How did you get involved in the industry?
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Jett Chen, the founder of SemiVision. And before SemiVision, I was working in my family's company. And this company is doing semiconductor back-end material in Taiwan. And this company is almost 10 years right now. As you
Well,
know,
say a little bit more about SemiVision. What does SemiVision do?
SemiVision, we are a marketing consulting. Most of our team member is come from Taiwan semiconductor industry. So we are not the traditional marketing research company. We are looking at the technology, process, material, equipment. Most of advanced technology, advanced node in semiconductor, and also the advanced packaging is in Taiwan right now, because most of our member is from industry. So we can provide the latest information and also how the process work.
I'm on your list, not as an industry insider. It's not very easy to completely understand a lot of the technical parts of it, but you founded this company because there's a growing demand, especially from the international community, right? Is that what you're seeing as well, just the growing interest?
Yes, because I post many technical posts on LinkedIn every day. In the beginning, I was just trying to introduce Taiwan Semiconductor to let people know what Taiwans are doing and what's the importance of the material and the equipment used in a semiconductor. But when I start to post that kind of information, and many people just send a message to me, say, "Hey, I need more information, and your post is really good and lots of information they cannot get."
Before founding this, you had said that you were with your family business. Tell me what it is.
My family business is a 10 years old company, and we are doing back-end semiconductor material, because 10 years ago we found most of back-end semiconductor material is from overseas. Even like TSMC, SC, Spio, MCO, this kind of company, they are in the top 5 of company doing the packaging. Most of material is from Japan, United States, Europe, but no company in Taiwan making this kind of material. So
And
my
why was
father,
that the case? Why was it mostly from Japan and elsewhere?
because most of this material takes decades to do the develop, but most of the company like AC, Steel, TSMC, buy the material and do the manufacturing for their customer. So most of customer will tell you what the material they want to use. So company just follow the customer's material list because the material company overseas, they are found long time ago. They have lots of experience, big product series, so they can provide very good qualities material. That's why if you didn't spend a lot of time on this material or even the equipment, you need to take a very long time.
Most of the world probably only think about TSMC, but there are many other companies, and also there's the entire ecosystem that supports companies like TSMC and others to manufacture chips. What does the ecosystem look like?
Most of people right now, they are looking at the AI semiconductor ecosystem because AI is the future. I will use AI semiconductor ecosystem as an example. In the beginning, it will be like EDA tools. This is the tool to design semiconductor chips and the IP. And the second part will be the foundry, like TSMC, Intel, this kind of company we call foundry.
Let's go back to EDA because recently the US has imposed the ban on EDA software being sold to China. What does that mean? Why is that significant?
Because the EDA tool is very important when you are doing the IC design. EDA tool is like the guidebook. This tool will tell you how to design the IC chips, and also they have a very significant, very big data. So the data will tell you how to do it. And right now, most of EDA tools combined with AI, and they can automation tell you how to do it, how to make it more efficiency. So these kind of tools right now, only three big giant like Candice and Synthesis and also the Siemens. These three big company takes around 70% market share.
The ban um, of EDA software, I assume it will affect China's manufacturing of chips again. Does China have the capability? Do they have something similar to EDA?
They have their local EDA company. EDA is a software. This kind of software, they need time to collect all the data so they can make it more efficient. So I think because that has a chip egg and some material they have limited to ship in China. So as government start to encourage the local company to develop by themselves. So I think in the future, and they spend more time, more people to develop it, it will have their own ecosystem in China's semiconductor.
So it sounds like it's gonna make it difficult, but it's something they can overcome in the long run.
Yes, that's right. And most of semiconductor material, equipment, and also the software, when you want to develop, you need to find a customer and also the manufacturer co work together. So you will quickly know what's the problem with your product, and the customer will tell you what he needs. So if these three parties can work very close, they can improve very quick.
So you were talking about the EDA design phase and then the foundry, and then what's next?
After the foundry will be the offset. Offset means outsourcing, assembling, and testing. So when TSMC make the chips, and they will ship to like a KYEC or ASE to do the packaging and the testing. Each chips when they ship out, they need to do the test to see is this good chips or bad chips.
And why don't they do it in-house? So essentially, that is also outsourced.
TSMC a few years ago they start to do packaging because packaging can divide in two parts. The first one is traditional, and another one will be advanced. So TSMC right now the most popular advanced packaging. Only 10 years ago they start to do the packaging because the profit margin doing the foundry making the chips is better over 50%. But some company they are just doing the pure foundry.
Then why did TSMC decide to do some packaging?
Because there's a law called Moore's law. When advanced node from 28 nanometer to right now is 32 and also A16 in TSMC, it is almost going to physical limit. So that's why if you want to improve the performance of the chips, you need to combine with advanced packaging. So right now everyone is looking at advanced packaging. If your company can only make the chips and you don't know how to make advanced packaging, you will have a very big limit.
So the traditional packaging companies just cannot do it?
Because traditional packaging and advanced packaging, the equipment is different. You need to spend a lot of money, and also the equipment is expensive than the traditional.
It is getting more and more high tech.
Yes, that's right.
And challenging as the node gets smaller, right? And especially because it's to power AI, it just gets more sophisticated.
Yes, yes.
So after packaging,
Well, packaging, they will send this chip to like Foxconn, Inventec, Gigabyte, Asus to do the module assembly. They will put the chips on a PCB board for the customer product.
so the end product. So for example, Foxconn may be assembling for an iPhone.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
is most of that also done in Taiwan or elsewhere?
It depends on the product. Foxconn, they have global. They have many sites, and like the iPhone in the past is assembly in China. But when the China's labor's salary getting higher, the margin is not very good, so it moved to other country. And for the AI server, most of is assembling in Taiwan and in the beginning, and they will ship some to the Mexico because U.S. policy right now that with Trump, they are trying to build the AI server assembling in United States.
After assembly, the final products go to the distribution centers.
Oh,
Is that
yes,
right?
yes. After
Okay.
assembling to the rack, they will sell to the CSP company like Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, this kind of.
Yeah.
Job.
What you had just described, Taiwan has all of it, right?
Yes,
And that's what is called the ecosystem. Does it exist elsewhere other than Taiwan?
because the AI chips right now is using the most advanced technology in semiconductor. So those chips can only make in
In
TSMC right now.
Taiwan,
Last month, Computer Tech's Taipei.
which is an annual what expo for the computer software hardwares coming
Yeah,
together or
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And Jason Huang will come every year. And in his presentation slide, he showed a very big picture. The middle part is Taiwan. Besides Taiwan, he put many logo. And those logo is the company in the Taiwan's supply chain ecosystem in AI server. And he also showed a video recording for the AI server rack manufacturing process. So we can see in the beginning is TSMC making the chips and go to SPIO to do the packaging assembly. And in KYEC is doing the testing and ship to Foxconn do the rack assembly. Next will take the airplane to ship to the end customer. So this video is around 2 minutes, but it shows a lot of information. So I highly recommend everyone if you have a time to see how AI server rack, it is very fantastic.
What do you mean AI server rack?
Rack is they will put many server in the very big box, and the box is around 2 meters high, and each one has 1.2 million component inside, and each one is very heavy. It's more than one.
This is also a new thing because of AI, right?
Yeah, that's right. So the rack is the like a container to put all the AI server inside, and each rack they have a different name, and also they can put different numbers of AI server inside, and each one they will use cooling system to make it equal, because each AI server, when they are working, it generates a lot of thermal. So the AI servers sometimes they will buy a lot. So we can see OpenAI's they bought a lot of AI server for doing the LLM.
We want to talk about opportunities for startups because of this relatively new AI development. You have said that there are more startups being established in Taiwan or interested in working with Taiwan. So, what are these companies?
Right now, the startup can divide in two parts. The first one will be the AI software company. They don't need a lot of money, so they can start with an idea and has a to 10 engineering. They can do very good works. Another one will be AI chips manufacturing process. They will have some new, like a new material, new equipment, new solution, and even the testing equipment as well. So as I mentioned, AI chips is advanced, so they will have a lot of problems when you using the old generation process. So that's why like TSMC and also some outside, they need the new equipment to solve the problem. So
Yeah.
there are lots of opportunities.
So you're seeing more of these types of startups in Taiwan. Are they happening elsewhere?
Yes, in China there are more startups, because in Taiwan you can also use the material overseas, but in China, because the CHIPS Act, the China's government want their company using local material and local equipment.
They're also trying to figure out, since they can't depend on anyone else. You talk about cooling and AI data centers. I understand that's also become an energy issue. The energy consumption is going to increase tremendously. And that's already an issue in Taiwan, even before all the AI development. So, what is the current discussion and solution around energy supply?
Many people is care about energy. Electricity will limit the industry, and also electricity will limit the AI progress. Taiwan's government right now, because they don't want nuclear. So this year, since May 16th, Taiwan's government shut down the last nuclear plant in Taiwan. So right now, uh, in Taiwan, we don't have nuclear. We all burn LNG and carbon. So this is a very big problem when the country want to develop AI. Like the foundry need electricity, the data center need electricity, everything needs electricity. And right now we don't have enough electricity. It is a problem.
If electricity is going to be an issue, why did they shut down the last nuclear power plant?
Because right now the government parties called the DPP, they don't want nuclear, so that's why they just
Right,
follow
but I
what
mean,
that.
but that's been an issue for 20, 30 years, right? So this is not a new issue. Given that energy is very much needed right now, why did they choose this time to close down the nuclear power plant? Is it because they find alternatives, for example, LNG, It looks like they're very focused on getting LNG.
And also encourage people to do the solar panel and wind turbine to generate the more green energy.
My point is that it sounds like they do not worry as much, because if they're truly worried about energy supply, I don't think they would do that, especially now that Taiwan really needs it.
Because in Taiwan, we don't have much people. So the biggest data center will not be built in Taiwan. So I think it is another reason they think we can control the.
So the data centers are unlikely to concentrate in Taiwan because users are not mostly there. Yeah. You mentioned Jensen Huang as well. Just a few weeks ago, NVIDIA made a big announcement of their global headquarters in Taipei and also major investments along with their partners like TSMC and Foxconn in Taiwan. Taiwanese are very excited. Can you share what would be the impact with these new investments? Are they going to bring any new opportunity to Taiwan? Does it mean more new jobs?
Last month, Jason Huang announced they will build a new headquarters in Taiwan and in Taipei, Shilin. NVIDIA have more than 1,000 employees right now. So this headquarters, they will have get more engineering from other Taiwan company. They, as I know, many engineering they are trading their CV to NVIDIA.
How many jobs are they creating? Do you know?
Right now they open around like two to 300, but I think in the future they will get more.
It will be mostly engineering jobs?
Design and most of it is engineering.
But does Taiwan have enough engineers? Because even before this announcement, it sounds like Taiwan doesn't have enough engineers already.
Yes, it's a very big problem because in Taiwan the numbers of engineering is not enough, and we don't have a very good immigration policy, so there are not many good engineering from overseas. The most of engineering in Taiwan is Taiwanese.
The government doesn't have a new policy to help companies hire foreign engineer talent.
I think they have policy, but it takes time to set out the rule.
That's going to be a real issue. The Taiwanese government, since COVID, has created some interesting work permits, like gold card. That's relatively easy for people with skills in general to move to Taiwan and work. Hopefully, be an even better policy to help Taiwan recruit good talent. So, other than talent, what do you think will be the implications with NVIDIA and other companies investing more in Taiwan given AI's development?
We saw the news that WS invest a data center in Taiwan.
Why did they pick Taiwan to develop this service center?
Reason it is similar as Google, because Google also has a data center in the south part of Taiwan. Sometimes the data center have to separate in different place, and so the data can do the backup. So it is important to has many data center all over the world.
Do they have those in, for example, Japan or South Korea? I can see those countries being attractive.
Yes. Almost they build data center in every country, and if the data center is near customer, they can improve the performance as well.
Do you think it has anything to do with geopolitics?
In supply chain, right now they have the two different world. One is in China's supply ecosystem. Another one is the US supply ecosystem. If you want to make the business in China, you need to build a company factory in China, like the material company. If you want to sell your material, the end customer is China, and right now they will ask you to set up the company and manufacturing in China. They don't want just to buy from overseas.
So they want you to localize. Is it why NVIDIA just announced that they're setting up something in Shanghai as well?
Yes, yes. Reason is AI related researchers is 50% in China. So they have a lot of engineering scientists doing AI research in China because they have a lot of PhD doing research in university.
They clearly have the engineering talent and a big pipeline. What do you think the impact of the CHIPS Act is on China's semiconductor supply chain development?
I think chip Act is a milestone because China's government they spend more energy money to make their own material equipment and also the software. So before the chip act, most of their company they are willing to buy product overseas, but right now they are more willing to buy their local product.
It essentially become two blocks at least. For certain companies, they're not happy with that. NVIDIA has said that they feel like they're losing to their competitor, especially the China market. From what you're seeing, Taiwan still leads in the most advanced chips development. Do you think it's just a matter of time that China will catch up, or do you feel like the lead is very comfortable?
Maybe 5 years they can just very close to Taiwan.
You're talking about the advanced chips manufacturing, the
Yes,
AI chips.
yes, AI chip.
Yeah. So what does that mean for Taiwan then? That's not helpful to Taiwanese companies, right? If you don't have access to the Chinese market.
That's right. So Taiwan's company they are in a US ecosystem. So we still have lots of business like a TSMC
But
set
they
out a
they
new
have to
in.
lose their Chinese businesses.
Yes, some Taiwan's company have separate. They has a China branch.
Does that mean they have to forego their China market?
This is a big issue for the company's manager level to decide.
Yeah.
There are many Taiwan's company. They was in China, but they sell their company in China and move back to Taiwan.
Are they going to other parts of the world, for example, Europe? Is there other opportunity in other parts of the world?
I think it depends on the industry. 70% packaging company is in Asia because this kind of industry need a lot of supply chain to support, and most of
Mhm.
those supply chain company equipment material is in Asia, so that's why it's very hard to move to Europe.
Germany is trying to create some hubs, and maybe it'll take some time for them to establish some kind of regional ecosystem. You're saying it cannot be done easily in a short time.
It's more expensive.
In today's business environment, it seems like it's more expensive to do business in exchange for some security because supply security, national security, economic security is part of the overall discussion. You can't really just save money without those considerations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Right now, like manufacturing chips in Arizona is expensive than manufacturing in Taiwan, but for the geopolitics issue, it's necessary to manufacturing inside the US.
TSMC has talked about it being more expensive and not necessarily as good, but I think it's inevitable.
The semiconductor industry is changing very quick, so we all the process, material, equipment is changing almost every month.
And this is
We have
all because of AI.
Yeah, that's right. You can see NVIDIA they announce new product every half year, and each chips you they are very hurry. The testing, manufacturing, assembling, they are super hurry.
You have to adapt and be fast enough in order to meet the needs of clients. There's a lot Taiwan needs to deliver for its clients, and it's a very exciting time. So thank you for founding SemiVision, which has been a very reliable source of the latest information about the semiconductor industry. I encourage everyone to subscribe to your Substack. Thank you so much. We hope to have you back when the AI world is even further developed. While global AI demand fuels new opportunities in Taiwan, the island nation faces significant challenges from geopolitics, energy demand, immigration policies, and a shortage of engineering talent. Trump's export control policies continue to be a major uncertainty. As the world's technological heartbeat, Taiwan's ability to swiftly adapt, not only to retain its semiconductor edge, but also to seize the moment as an AI leader, will be a critical test for its political and business leaders. This is Perspectives with Wenchi Yu, where we analyze the policies and political strategies of Trump 2.0 and their implications for Asia, China, Taiwan, and beyond. Thank you for watching and listening. We value your feedback. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and podcast. See you next week.